Hello and welcome to the Averett Sports Network. My name is Carlos Soli and I'm joined by Oliver Kosolt. Oliver, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Carlos. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Today we have the Averett Women's Soccer team who are taking on Virginia Wesleyan. Averett go into this game with an overall record of 3-7-2 in conference, 2-4 at home, 2-2-1, and away 1-5-1. Whilst Virginia Wesleyan go into this game with an overall record of 4-4-3. In conference, they're 4-1, and away they're 2-0-1. And Averett are ninth in ODAC at this moment of time, and
Correct,
Virginia
correct.
Wesleyan are fifth. So both teams trying to really make these playoffs. I mean, because if you get top four, you're allowed to host the first round, and top eight go through. So Oliver, what are your thoughts going into this game?
I mean, tough game for Avid. Looking at previously in the season, they were ranked 12th preseason poll and number one in the ODAC preseason poll, so definitely a strong team. Maybe haven't quite lived up to the expectations with the first six games that were winless, but they've picked the tempo up here in the ODAC play with 4-1 in record, as you stated. But the Cougars have been picked up as well. Last game they faced a tough team against Lynchburg, number three in the preseason poll, picked up a 5-0 loss. But before that they had two back-to-back wins, which has really built some confidence in the team and might be able to pull the upset tonight.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about that because Averett did get those back-to-back wins, which created a lot of reassurance, you could say, within the squad. And then this 5-0 loss away at Lynchburg. I just wanted to ask you, what do you think that does with the mental state of the team?
I mean, of course, conceding 5 goals is always tough, but you always have to know your opponent, right? Lynchburg is a very good team, has had a good program every year, and is one of the top teams in the conference and as well in the country. So definitely a tough opponent, but they showed good spirit and put up a decent fight. Consider the scoreline, but it's always about bouncing back, and it's a new game today, a new day, so everything can happen.
That is indeed correct. And we will go over to our PA announcer who will announce the starting lineups. Hello again. Oliver and I are back. We are set to kick off. This is a big game, Oliver. I mean, we're playing against a team in preseason which were ranked. They're in great form, won 4 out of the last 5. They're 4-0-1 in ODAC play. And Averett, I mean, they're making a playoff push. I mean, when was the last time we made the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it was back in 2018, possibly. Back when we were in USA South. Haven't made it in the ODAC conference just yet. But it's looking likely this year, and they're really pushing for it here in the last few games. So hopefully they can make it happen.
Yeah, and just before kickoff, I mean, the last home game we commentated, we saw history. We witnessed history right in front of our eyes as Celia de Diego got 100 points, so goals and assists. That is for Averett, beating Pernilla Milton and Sandra Johansson, who shared the record with 98 points the last 11 years. I mean, what can we even say?
I mean, impressive. She keeps building on to her resume every week. She breaks a new record basically every game she plays. So she can be proud of her achievements, and hopefully she's not done quite just yet with a few games left, and it will really be a good end to her college career with a playoff push.
Certainly, I mean, we're definitely going to rely on her to deliver goals, and she's had a great partnership so far this year with a freshman straight from Skien in Norway, Isabel Sem. We saw that last home game that we were able to commentate how fluid those two were up front. It was great to see because we kind of lacked that earlier in the season, but those two have really stepped up up front, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. Isabel from the 10, 3 goals, 1 assist, overall 7 points in just 12 games. It's hard to, jump straight into a starting lineup on a new team. Definitely when it's a new culture, all the way from Norway coming here to America. But she's delivered, and hopefully she'll do that today as well.
And we're off. Celia de Diego finds Haley Juhas. Juhas passes down to Clarice Peters. Virginia Wesleyan quickly apply high intense pressure. Sanchez finds Lindström. Lindström finds it back to Peters. Peters finds her goalkeeper Krons. Tila Krons finds her right center back, which today is Rayleigh Smith. Smith passes out to Johnson. Johnson passes down the wing to find Abigail Poole. Poole finds Lindström on the inside. Lindström tries to find Abigail again, but Virginia Wesleyan are able to intercept, and they quickly try to launch a counterattack. Candace Johnson is able to intercept and finds Poole down the wing. Poole runs down the line into the space. He tries to find Celia de Diego on the inside. She's able to do so. De Diego finds some space. He sends it up to Isabel Sem. Sem sends it out wide. Again, Poole is on the ball. Poole crosses, and it's intercepted, and it's in the hands of the Virginia Wesleyan goalkeeper, who today is Ali Greco. Greco decides to send it long. It goes past Lindström, and it's a battle now between the Virginia Wesleyan attacker and Rayleigh Smith. Sanchez is able to intercept and finds the feet of Isabel Sem. Sem finds Smith. Smith sends it out to Sanchez. Sanchez to Lindström. Lindström tries to find Evans on the wing, but she's not able to, and Virginia Wesleyan are able to maintain possession. Virginia Wesleyan are able to maintain possession in their own half, and they try to send a longer pass into Cheyenne Diaz, who has 2 goals and 1 assist so far this season. It's sent out to Kaylin Bird, who plays as a right fullback today. And Virginia Wesleyan continue with a patient possession approach, but they now send it in behind the Averett defensive line. But it's great communication between the center backs and the goalkeeper as Krons is able to clear. Virginia Wesleyan win the ball back, and they're 1-on-1 versus the goalkeeper. It's a 1v1 situation, but it's called for offside.
Good high line there by the Cougars defense. They really seem that they're trying to put the balls in behind, but it's important that, just as we saw before, the communication was on point with the keeper and the center backs, and they were lucky there. They kept a good line and kept the Marlins from scoring.
Kronz takes it short as she finds Peters. Peters able to find Sanchez. Sanchez sends it up to De Diego. De Diego takes a long touch. She's able to maintain control and wins a throw in the side, the Virginia Wesleyan half. Sanchez is the one to take. It's taken. It's flicked on by Evans, and De Diego's in space. She enters the box. She tries to get in behind, but she's not able to. She tries to win the ball back, but she deflects, and it's out for a goal kick.
Unlucky there. Nice little flick from Evans, and De Diego finds herself in a good position she's very comfortable in, but this time she couldn't execute, unfortunately.
Yeah, Laura, I mean, it's only 4 minutes played, but do you see any early signs about the blueprint of this game?
I mean, I would say that the Cougars have tried to be patient on the ball, which they've been looking to do the last few games. As we know, the Marlins are a very good team, and as we said, they were ranked in preseason in the nation. So you would think they would try and have a more cautious approach to this game, but it's been good to see them on the ball and really been confident in playing those small passes and building up from the back.
Talking about building up from the back, Virginia Wesleyan are able to do so and enter the Averett half. Willie Smith calls for a goalkeeper, but Kronz decides to stay in. Smith is able to intercept, and she finds Johnson. Johnson finds Sem. It's back to Johnson. Down the line, Abigail Poole gets it. She's not able to control him. Virginia Wesleyan able to regain possession. It's sent on a first-time flick from the attacker, and they're past Johnson on the attacking left-hand side. The cross is sent over Sanchez, aimed for the second post, but there's no one there, and it's out for a throw-in deep into the Averett half, but in the favor of Cougars. Sanchez is scouting for options. She throws, but her throw is intercepted, but it bounces over to De Diego. De Diego tries to clear it, but she's not able to clear it fully, and it goes straight back to a Virginia Wesleyan player. Virginia Wesleyan enter the box. It's a finish, and it's a goal. It's an early goal here. Virginia Wesleyan have an early lead with 39 minutes and 30 seconds left of the first half.
Yeah, really good touch there from the striker Diaz. And she kept her defender on her back and just managed to spin her and then slots it in bottom left. Tough goal to concede with only 5 minutes played, but they need to push forward again. They've showed some good signs, only giving away one chance. Unfortunately, that results in a goal, but you just have to keep pushing now.
Yeah, Virginia Wesleyan have been clinical in ODAC play, as in the last 5 games they've scored 17 goals, so they've certainly stepped up when it matters. And Cheyenne Diaz is now the outright top scorer for Virginia Wesleyan so far this season with 3 goals. De Diego enters the box, and wow, it was a quick response from the Averett Cougars. Straight off kickoff, they're able to enter the box, and De Diego lines up a volley and shoots past and over Greco's goal.
Nice little flick there once again. She loves doing those, as we've seen in many games, but she couldn't quite control the volley. Tough finish as well, but already looking promising, only a few seconds after they conceded the goal.
Greco sends it long, but Averett are able to win the second ball. And then Virginia Wesleyan apply pressure and are able to maintain possession. They now have it in their own half. The pass are between the center backs, and the right fullback tries to go on a run. She's not spotted, but on the left side she is. Candace Johnson is in a foot race, and she's able to win it, and Kronz does a great job in getting out and handling the ball, and she quickly sends Isabel Sem on her way. Sem is able to find Poole. Poole has acres of space down the line. She's quickly applied pressure on. She's able to find De Diego on the inside. De Diego is trying to get past her marker. She's quite not able to. She's quickly pressed down, and she's fouled, but not in the eyes of the referee and no foul is drawn. Lindström tries to do a long shot, but she's not able to, and it's out for another goal kick.
A bit of a screamer there if she would have put that in, Lindström. But as we see, good defense on both sides of the ball. First off, the Cougars with Candice Johnson tracking back, and then we saw the close marking on Diego. She couldn't really twist her way out of that pressure. So good defense so far, and we've seen that with only 9 goals conceded for the Marlins overall in their whole season. So it really shows that the championship team is built from a good defensive foundation.
Certainly. As Virginia Wesleyan once again have possession in their own half. It's now with Kaylin Bird. She's able to find Camilla Jernigan. It's over on the left-hand side. They've switched the point of attack from right to left. Now again from left to right. Bird has the ball back, and she finds her center back. Kobish advances with the ball. She finds her left fullback now. Again, switching the point of attack. They find Elena Alston on the inside, and she's able to draw a foul. The free kick is taken quickly. And it's a goal. It's a goal. The free kick was taken quickly. An attack was quick on. And a right-footed player cuts on the inside and finishes on the near post. A beautiful finish from the Virginia Wesleyan attacker as 2-0 as Virginia Wesleyan quickly doubled their lead.
Yeah, it didn't seem like they were quite ready for the quick restart there from Marlins, the Cougars. So just caught off guard, and unfortunately, once again, very good finish all the way in the bottom corner. So hard for Crons to do anything about that. But not a great start for the Cougars, as now they have to capitalize straight away.
Virginia Wesleyan were quick to win the ball off the Averett kickoff. They won the ball high, but decide to pass it backwards so that they can maintain possession.
Yeah, last few minutes they really settle in as the dominant team right now. Wesleyan, of course, 2 goes up, but also on the ball, they've looked to push the numbers forward and really settle the possession play on the Averett Cougars half.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Averett, we've had 2 counterattacking opportunities. You know, the way that Evans was able to flick it on to Diego, and then she almost got in behind her marker and finished. And then also, straight off the kickoff, they were able to attack once again. So Averett have seen the spaces they need to exploit, and they have no problem with Virginia Wesleyan trying to maintain possession if they trust themselves in staying organized and disciplined and taking on a counterattack. Virginia Wesleyan enter the box. It's a finish. And it's blocked, and it's out for a corner.
Yeah, the strikers have definitely been alert these first 10 minutes. A lot of runs in behind, and once again, Averett Cougars got lucky. Good tracking back on defense to get the deflection off and give them a corner.
Yeah, it was Elena Alston who took the shot that got deflected out, and now it's Camille Jernigan who will take the corner kick. She delivers. It goes all the way over to the second post. It's finished. It's back into the box. And it's out for a goal kick.
Haven't really been the most dominant in the airspace right now, the Cougars. They need to settle themselves in and really compete for those first and second balls if they won't see themselves concede 1 or 2 more before the half already.
Crons passes it long. She's able to find Sam. Sam chests it down, but she's not able to maintain control of the ball, and it goes back to Virginia Wesleyan. Sanchez is able to intercept, and she finds Diego. Diego tries to run with it. She's able to do so. She's able to brush off her marker. Sanchez runs down the line, but Diego misses out on the ball, and now it's Elena Alston on the ball. She finds Bird down the line. Bird is able to get past Diego, and cross it, but Peters is able to intercept, and she sends it out for a throw-in deep into the Averett half in favor of Virginia Wesleyan. It's a first-time cross into the box. Rayleigh Smith is able to head it away, but only partially, as a second clearance from Candace Johnson is needed. But it's back in the feet of Bird, and Bird tries to finish, but it goes wide.
Yeah, applying a lot of pressure now. Virginia Wesleyan seems like the Cougars need a little breather and get the ball a bit further forward on the field. Maybe try and connect some passes on their half, so they don't consistently concede these type of opportunities and shots they have the past 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's been a problem. Once Averett clear, they're not able to maintain possession. They don't have enough people up. De Diego already has made a couple runs with the ball, trying to progress attacks forward, but she seems a little frustrated with the fact that she doesn't have enough runners around her to release the ball to.
Yeah, it seems like they're really tight in the midfield and in the center of the field, the Marlins, as we see the cross here now.
Virginia Wesleyan with the cross, and Averett anxiously trying to clear the ball, but De Diego is able to maintain possession. She's on a one-way-one situation versus her marker, and she tries to find Evans, but she's not able to do so. And once again, Virginia Wesleyan have possession now in their own half.
Yeah, as I was trying to say, it seems like they're very tight in the center of the field, where Cougars could opt to go for the wider options, as we saw against Randolph. Got a goal from a winger and really exploited that space down the wings, which they found a lot of success with.
And now it's a longer pass over Candace Johnson. The long pass was able to find a teammate, but the touch was a little loose, and the cross, therefore, wasn't as accurate as one would hope. But after the clearance, Virginia Wesleyan once again are able to maintain possession. Bird now has it. She tries to find Camille Jernigan down the wing, but they're not able to time the run and pass accordingly, and it goes out for another Averett goal kick. Cron sends it long. She's able to find Sem. Sem is able to knee it down and sends it out to Johnson. Johnson opens up and finds Poole. Poole tries to find Sem with a first-time pass, but she's not able to. Smith chests it down, finds Juhas. Juhas is running down with the ball. She tried to connect her pass with the run of Poole, but she's not able to. And once again, Virginia Wesleyan have the ball in their own half. Adriana Gunther finds her center-back partner, who today is Stephanie Kobelish. It's back with Gunther. Gunther finds her partner once again. She advances. She's able to find Elena Alston. Alston gets it back to her center-back, and it's sent out to the left flank.
Yeah, once again, very comfortable on the ball. The Marlins, after going 2 goals up, as we talked about, the blueprint of the game is kind of showing now, with the Marlins setting to be the dominant force. And the Cougars had a good spell the first 5 minutes, confident on the ball, saw some runners up front, but they really need to bring that back right now if they need to stop the bleeding.
Certainly. The Marlins have been very patient in possession, but now they're a little more direct, advancing into the Averett box. It's a first-time finish, and it's just wide. It was Grayson Yeager who had the first-time finish right outside the box, and it just goes wide.
Yeah, very nice shot there from Yeager. Looks like from our angle it was floating into that towards that top left corner, but luckily she wasn't on target at that point.
Cron sends it long. She's able to find Sem once again. Sem is able to control this time. She finds Johnson. Johnson takes a touch and tries to find Poole. But her pass is intercepted, and it's a throw in favor of the Cougars. Johnson takes it quickly. She tries to find Sem, but she's not able to. Her throw-in is intercepted. Smith tries to clear it, and it's out for a throw-in favor of the Marlins inside of the Averett half. The throw is taken quickly. Johnson's able to hit it, and it finds the feet of Sem. Sem tries to clear it, but she's only able to find Adriana Gunter. Gunter is able to find Seitz. Lindstrom tries to be direct in her approach and try to find Diego in behind, but she's not able to. And once again, Virginia Wesleyan maintain possession in their own half, as now they advance into the Averett half. Johnson tries to clear, but she's not able to, as Virginia Wesleyan now enter the box. Virginia Wesleyan are just outside the half, and it's a great save by Kronz.
Wow, great save from Kronz.
A great save from Kronz, who really has established herself in the last 5 games as the starting goalkeeper for the Averett Cougars.
That was a great save. Good play from the Marlins there, finding Ellis on top of the box, and good finish, to be fair to her, but Kronz just managed to tip it off on the post.
As once again, it's Virginia Wesleyan attack, and it's a finish, and another save by Kronz. In the last 5 games prior to kickoff, she has 38 saves in those 5 games and a 70% save rate. So she's really been in good form. And Lindstrom is able to find Sanchez. Sanchez tries to find Diego, but she's not able to.
Yeah, also showed against the Randolph game. They had quite a few chances, Randolph, especially in the second half. But she stood her ground and managed to get a good few decisive saves, and really managed to win the game for the Cougars as well.
Kobilish now has the ball in her own half. She finds Gunter. Gunter out to Bird. Bird advances on the inside. She finds Jernigan. Jernigan back to Gunter. It definitely seems like Virginia Wesleyan have no problem just maintaining the ball in their own half, especially compared to the first minutes prior to their first goal. They're a lot more patient now. Why do you think that is, Oliver?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely gives you a confidence boost when you score 2 goals early on. You can relax more, can play a bit more loose, try a few new things, be a bit more creative now as you have that lead, that if you concede 1, you're still in a good position to win the game. So they definitely built some confidence, and now they have no problem with keeping the ball, and it's Cougar's turn to apply the pressure as the Marlins were doing the first 10 minutes of the game.
Certainly, as now there has been a switch for Virginia Wesleyan. Out went Camille Jernigan, and in came number 21, Emma Toomey. And there was another substitution as well, and this one for Averett, as Poole went out and Brettron came in. A switch on the right-hand side. As Brettron now finds herself on the ball, she advances down the line. She cuts inside. She's not able to maintain possession. Kobilish finds her goalkeeper, Greco. Greco finds her other center back. It goes out to the player who's just been subbed in, Emma Toomey. Toomey finds Grunter. It's a pass in behind, but it's intercepted by Peters. Peters is able to find Lindstrom. Lindstrom tries to clear, but she's not able to. Seitz tried to switch the point attack over to the left side, but she's not able to. However, Virginia Wesleyan are able to maintain possession once again. Gunther is scanning for options, but she opts to send it out wide to Bird. Bird's pass on the inside is intercepted. It's intercepted by Lindstrom. Lindstrom sends over to Sem. Sem scouts for options. He tries to find Brettron in behind, but her attempt is intercepted and cleared for a throw-in deep into the Marlins half in favor of the Cougars.
Yeah, good chance to get a breather and push people forward. They've been running after the ball for quite a few minutes now, and now it's time for them to settle on it and hopefully create a chance of you.
Bertrand takes. She tries to find Sem. She's not able to. Marlins are forced to clear, but finds the feet of Johnson. Johnson finds Bertrand. Bertrand tries to control, but she's not able to. Once again in the feet of Johnson. Johnson tries to send it long. She's not able to. Virginia Wesleyan now have the chance to counterattack. And they decide to do so as they try to find Elena Alston in behind, but the pass is intercepted, and De Diego is able to battle for the ball in the middle. She comes out with it. She finds Sem. Sem with a left-footed pass over to Evans, which is not completed, and it goes out to Emma Toomey. Emma Toomey maintains possessions, finds Gunther. Gunther all the way over, passes it to the left wing. A direct pass in behind, but Peters is able to read it, and she gets to communicate with her goalkeeper, Kranz, and Kranz does a great job in running out and picking it up. Kranz slides it on the floor over to Peters. Peters is able to get it over to Sanchez. Sanchez plays a 1-2 with Lindström. The 1-2 is incomplete, but Lindström is able to intercept the pass. She tries to find De Diego inside of the Marlins half, but she's not able to. Alston with a beautiful flick, and then she sends a pass in behind. Sanchez is able to intercept, and it deflects off of the Virginia Wesleyan attacker, and it goes out for a goal kick. It's a handful of substitutions for Virginia Wesleyan, and this is not something new. This is something they do a lot, as they have 14 different goal scorers this season, Oliver. What does that say about the Virginia Wesleyan squad depth?
I mean, it shows that, you can rely on all kinds of different players. Having different goal scorers is always huge, so you don't have to rely entirely on one. And also gives you some more creativity, You can use different players in different situations, and you can go for different approaches tactically, considering who you're playing or what type of setup they have. So it's always huge to have that freedom, and it's quite a privilege to have more than a few goal scorers. As we see, DS just became the top goal scorer for the team this season with just 3 goals. It really shows that their goal scoring is really spread out.
Gunther advances into the Averett half. She's able to find a teammate and send out wide. It's a crossing opportunity, but they decide to maintain short incremented passes. The cross is intercepted and cleared, but it finds the feet of the Virginia Wesleyan player. But Evans is able to intercept. She now has a chance to counterattack. Her shirt is tugged on, but the referee doesn't see it and decides to play on.
Yeah, it's important now to stay strong in these battles. It seems like Virginia Wesleyan have come out on top of a few of them recently. It's huge now, the first and second balls, to maintain possession, get the ball back on your feet, and get numbers up, as they've been pushed down quite a bit here recently, defending a lot in front of their own box.
Certainly, as Ortega, the left fullback, tries to do a long pass over to the other side, but her pass is intercepted and it finds Kranz. Kranz was able to pick it up, and now she finds Juhas. Juhas tries to bypass the Virginia Wesleyan press, but she's not able to. Now Virginia Wesleyan are inside the Averett box. Peters stays firm, and she's able to partially clear it. Toomey finds Gunther, and Gunther passes it high into the box. It's cleared by Smith, and it finds Sem. Sem is scouting for options. She's able to find De Diego. De Diego runs at the defenders. She doesn't have any runners with her, but now she has Bertrand, who comes from the right-hand side into the inside. Bertrand able to maintain control. She finds Juhas. Juhas has Sem on the outside. She decides to use her. Juhas continues her run. It found De Diego right outside the box, and she tries to flick it to Juhas, but they're not able to connect, and it finds the hands of Greco.
Decent ideas from the Cougars. A few combinations tight in the midfield between Bertram, Di Diego, and Seb as well. Juhas join as well, and that's what they need, right? They need to need to get, especially Juha's playing deep in midfield, get her forward and trying to find her teammates and trying to close in the space and play these small, quick combinations around the defense.
It's out to Autumn Horst. Autumn Horst is not able to control, and it's out for another goal kick.
Yeah, the Cougars have definitely improved the last few minutes defensively, stayed strong in their battles, and as you saw before, Peters with the clearance with the head and standing up the strike on the outside of the box, and that's what they need. Need to be a little stronger in those battles and really win these first and second balls.
De Diego slides Evans through, and she has a 1v1 situation versus the fullback. Evans tries to find De Diego once again, but De Diego slips, and she's not able to maintain possession. De Diego does a great job of winning the ball back, and Sanchez is able to get a toe on it, and it goes to De Diego. De Diego does a smart shimmy, but she's not able to get past Autumn Horst. But it's out for a throw, as Horst is forced to clear. Sanchez finds De Diego down the line. De Diego tries to flick it over Horst, but she's not able to, as it's another throw and even deeper into the Virginia Wesleyan half in favor of your Averett Cougars. Evans takes the long throw. She tries to find Sem. She's not able to, and now Virginia Wesleyan clears. Sanchez is able to get a foot on it. Virginia Wesleyan win the second ball, and they send a direct counterattack. They're off. On the right wing, Peters does a great job at intercepting the run of Horst and clears it into Horst and out, and it's a throw in favor of Averett. Sanchez has the ball in her hands. She throws it. Evans is able to chest it down. She tries to flick it over her defender into the path of De Diego. She's not able to, as Horst tries to maintain possession, and she doesn't. But Evans quickly gets the ball from the ball boy. She tries to find De Diego down the line. She's not able to.
Yeah, maybe a bit optimistic starting the play early there. Only De Diego forward, and maybe that's what they need. A little breather, calm it down, and wait for the fullback to take it and then push them up forward. But not a bad idea. We know De Diego is fast, so she could have made something happen on her own.
Yeah, now it's direct play from Virginia Wesleyan as they enter the box on the left-hand side. It's a cross, but it's headed away from Peters. Peters did a great job in heading that one away. It's another cross, and it's another interception by Peters, and it finds the feet of Johnson. Johnson tries to clear, and it's out for a throw-in. No, a corner kick.
Almost a throw-in.
As another corner kick on the left-hand side in favor of Virginia Wesleyan. And it seems like it's Kaylin Seitz who will take it.
Yeah, really huge now to get this one away. They've been standing strong these last few minutes, haven't scored in 25 minutes, so really make sure that it's getting cleared.
It's taken as Lindström is partly able to clear it, and it's a volley, and it's out. It's a goalkeeper change as Greco goes out, and in her place comes number 1, Ashley Lockhart.
Yeah, that's not one you see every day, is it? Chasing the goalkeeper early on. Still only 2-0. Maybe they're getting a bit complacent, but maybe she had a few nicks, so maybe it's a good decision chasing out the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean, it's a physically demanding position, the goalkeeper, the way you have to dive and the way you tumble. You can definitely get some bruises, so maybe that might be the reason for the goalie change. Virginia Wesleyan were able to advance deep into the Averett half. But Averett were able to win the ball back, and it's a clearance from Crons. Candace Johnson with a first-time pass to Sem. Sem tries to find De Diego, but she's not able to. The second ball is won by Juhas. Juhas tries to bypass the press. She finds She finds Sanchez, and Sanchez with a first-time pass over to the Averett left winger. Virginia Wesleyan have possession in their own half. They've been very competent so far this game and able to maintain possession in their own half. All of their defensive players are very competent technical players. They're able to bypass the Averett low block at times. What are you seeing, Oliver, from this patient possession play that Virginia Wesleyan have implemented so far?
I mean, you can clearly tell they're used to having the ball on their feet, right? Which really comes from practice. You know, it's all about every day translating the drills into their games, and you can really see they're very confident in having the ball at their feet, and they know exactly what to do with it. So yeah, strong in the ball and very confident, and that's why the Cougars right now are the team running after it.
Yeah, as Lindström had the chance to find Diego, but she was not able to, as Virginia Wesleyan won the ball, but Averett won the ball back, and Sanchez does a great job in finding Isabel Sem on the inside. Sem sends it out to Brethren. Brethren has Juhas with her on her outside, but she offers De Diego on the inside. De Diego takes a touch, and she tries to find her teammate on the inside, but she's not able to. Now Juhas has it on the right wing. She finds Brethren. Virginia Wesleyan win the ball back, and they have the chance to counterattack. They try to counterattack with a longer pass, but Smith is able to intercept, and she draws a foul.
Good opportunity there for the Cougars, where we found Juhas on the right wing. Maybe needed some more options, but it's important that they keep on the pressure and maybe gets a shot off to really get into the game and build their confidence offensively.
Yeah, they tried to start an attack with a long free kick, which was taken, but they weren't able to make the most out of it, as the ball is still in the Marlins half, and De Diego is able to get control of the ball as she finds Johnson. Johnson has it down the wing. She tries to find Brethren, but she's not able to, and it goes out for a throw-in. The throw-in is taken and it's sent out to number 14, Grace Engelbert. It's over on the right-hand side. It's over to Toomey. Toomey finds Gunter. Gunter finds her goalkeeper, and it's over to the other side now. And it's sent diagonally across the half from one center back to another, but Diego tries to apply some pressure. Virginia Wesleyan are able to maintain possession.
Yeah, frustrating game so far, especially from Diego. She's done her to win the ball and keep in possession and trying to maintain the pressure from the Marlins, but you know, it's tough in a day like this. The heat it's not a cold day, you know, so it's definitely hard running around chasing the ball through the back line and trying to do something for your team to get back into the game.
Toomey takes the throw. She has the ball back. She plays a 1-2 with her recipient, and she tries to send it over to Gunther, and is able to do so. Gunther scans for options. She decides to pass to her center back. A pass on the inside from Virginia Wesleyan is intercepted from Lindström. Lindström tries to find Brethren. She's not able to, and it goes out for a throw-in inside the Averett half in favor of the Marlins. The throw-in is taken, and it's Candace Johnson who's tight on her attacker. Virginia Wesleyan is able to maintain possession, and they switch the point of attack from the left side into the middle. Gunter, with no pressure on her, is able to pick out a player. Lindström wins the ball and she quickly finds Sem. Sem tries to launch a counterattack. She's able to maintain possession. She finds Lindström. Lindström quickly with a beautiful pass over the defensive line tries to find Brechen. She's not able to as the pass is a little too hard and long, and it goes straight into the hands of the goalkeeper.
Really good opportunity, although. Lindström with a courageous ball, but almost hit it perfectly, but just bounced just a bit too high and landed in the hands of the keeper.
Yeah, I think courageous is a great word, as you mentioned, because when you're 2-0 behind with 7 minutes left of the first half, a courageous performance is certainly needed to get something out of this.
Yeah, I mean, you're down 2-0. I would say the game plan has worked to an extent. They conceded 2 goals, but 2 great finishes, so they need to try something else. Especially offensively, we haven't really created that many chances. So a ball like this might have to be what causes you to score a goal.
Virginia Wesleyan very close to entering a very dangerous position inside of the Averett box, but the Averett defenders are able to keep them at bay and clear it, and now it's out for a throw-in. It's a substitution for the Averett Cougars as Leah Brechen goes out, and number 7 Pedraza comes in. Sanchez takes it and takes the throw, and she finds Peters. Peters back to Sanchez. Sanchez tries to find Juaz, but she finds Lindström instead. Lindström finds Lisanne Guillot. Virginia Wesleyan have the ball once again. Engelbert with a direct pass, which is able to get into the box, and it's a foot race between Clarice Peters and the Virginia Wesleyan striker, and the Virginia Wesleyan striker is able to get a toe on it, but Kronz was there first with both hands on the ball, so the referee decides to give a free kick in favor of the Averett Cougars, and it's no goal.
Yeah, at first it kind of looked like an offside call, but it wasn't called, and then through on goal, Kronz did a good job having safe hands. I don't know if she kicked it through her legs or whatever happened, but ended up in a foul for the Cougars, so no goal this time.
Virginia Wesleyan in these closing stages of the first half are applying intense pressure, and Averett are able to somewhat keep them at bay, but Virginia Wesleyan are knocking on the door as they enter the box once again. Lindström partially clears it as Virginia Wesleyan once again have possession. It's Gunther now. With no pressure on her, she scans and she sends a long pass into the box, and it finds the Virginia Wesleyan player, but the touch is a little loose, and Clarice Peters is able to clear it.
Really important to stay strong now. Only 5 minutes left. It's really going to be a nail in the coffin now if they score right before the second half, and really a momentum killer. So really important to stay strong now in those defensive battles.
Yeah, as the ball entered the box, but Lucia Sanchez was able to intercept and clear out for a throw-in. She's able to get a toe on it once again, but it goes out for a goal kick in favor of the Averett Cougars. Kronz decides to go long. She tried to find the head of Lindström, but she's not able to, as Virginia Wesleyan apply that intense pressure, and they tried to enter the Averett box and weren't able to, as it finds the hands of Kronz. Kronz quickly finds Smith. Smith finds Juhaz. Juhaz is quickly pressed from the Virginia Wesleyan striker. She's able to maintain possession, finds Johnson. Johnson quickly, with a first touch pass, finds Pedraza. Pedraza takes 2 touches to find Lindström. Lindström finds her left winger, who finds Sanchez, and she gets the ball back. She tries to come around, and she's not able to do so. But that was some good short passes from Averett, going from right to left, getting past that Virginia Wesleyan press.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we said. They've really shown that there's a few games they can play with the ball, and they want to play with the ball. we saw the first few minutes. We were kind of looking forward the past maybe 25, 30 minutes or so. But here we saw it again. Great play, very small in their own box, right? But they managed to get through the press and a few good passes. And unfortunately, Gio couldn't get a touch right.
Yeah, because Averett have tried to do many clearances and just kind of hope that they win the second ball and so on, but they haven't been able to because Virginia Wesleyan have stayed organized and stayed disciplined and have many players around the ball and just quickly win it back. But once Averett were able to bait the Virginia Wesleyan press, then they were able to get past the amount of Virginia Wesleyan players that usually in this game so far have been around the ball. They attracted the press and then sent the ball wherever there was some space to exploit. So they did a great job of that just now, and they should do more of that for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they have a very strong counter press, Virginia Wesleyan, so it's important that the balls are played effective through the lines.
It's a great shot, and it's a great block by Lindström. The block finds some feet of Virginia Wesleyan, and the shot from Gunther far out is taken, and the shot is blocked with ease, and it finds De Diego. De Diego is able to find Sem. Sem finds Smith. Smith is able to find Pedraza. Pedraza tries to find Sem once again, but she's not able to, and Virginia Wesleyan have possession. They enter the box, and it's called for offside.
It seems like as before when we saw the few combinations here as well, there's a few openings between the midfield and the attacking line. It seems like they're slow to transition back, and if they exploit their space a bit quicker, then they might catch themselves with a very good kind of opportunity.
Smith sends it out to her right fullback, Johnson. Johnson tries to send Sem down the line. Sem is not able to flick it as it's deflected off the Virginia Wesleyan left fullback, and it goes out for a throw-in, which Candice Johnson will take. Johnson takes it, and she tries to find Sem. Virginia Wesleyan won the ball, and Pedraza was quick to apply pressure, and it goes out for a throw-in. It's taken quickly as they switch the point of attack from left to right. And now it's Toomey who has the ball. Toomey finds Gunter. Toomey goes on a run without the ball. She tries to get the ball on the right-hand side, but Gunter decides to find her a center-back partner. She advances the ball and finds her left fullback. It's a pass in behind. It's not called for offside. It's a 1v1 situation. Krons comes out, and she does a great job in coming out and picking up the ball. It's 10 seconds left of the half. Maybe Averett can launch counterattack. She decides to go long. Sem is in the battle. She's not able to win it. Virginia Wesleyan have the ball, and that's the end of the first half. It's 2-0 in favor of the away team. Virginia Wesleyan have a 2-0 lead versus Averett. We will be back soon at the Averett Sports Network ahead of the second half.
Sova Health has the heart care you need to stay healthy. As a Duke Health affiliate in heart care, they are backed by the latest Duke guidelines and research, providing our community with enhanced quality health care. Whether it's cardiac screening or emergency heart care at their accredited chest pain center, they provide quality treatment close to home. Sova Health, heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit online at sovahealth.com/heart.
Hello and welcome back to the Averett Sports Network. My name is Carlos Soli and I'm joined by Oliver Kosolt. Oliver, please tell me, what are your thoughts about the first half?
I mean, a scoreline of 2-0 for the Virginia Wesleyan Marlins. Considering they scored the first 2 goals in 10 minutes of the first games, I think it's been overall okay performance for the Cougars. They've been trying to build out from the back a few times, which saw them having some success. It's just in the final third, we haven't really seen any chances with only Diego's volley in the first few minutes, which was kind of a stretch. Creating more chances going forward and keeping the possession on the opponent's final third, which is something that the Marlins have excelled at, and is also why they're up 2-0.
Yeah, they were up 2-0, up 2-0 quickly within the first 10 minutes. But, I mean, statistically speaking, and compared to the eye test, I mean, they have 10 shots, the Marlins, but many of them are long shots. I mean, Averett have played an organized and disciplined low block, which is forcing the Marlins to maintain a lot of possession in their own half. And if they have possession in their own half, they aren't really going anywhere. But also, you know, these longer shots that are low-quality shots, they're forced to do those. So if Averett keep doing what they do from a defensive standpoint since they went down 2-0, I think the second half can be a very good performance. But what else does Averett need to do to get something out of this game?
Yeah, as you said, they've done a good job in containing the scoreline and stop the bleeding. But as you said, they've maintained the ball a lot in the half. But that's all good when you're at a 0-0 scoreline. But now they're 2-0, so they have to put numbers forward and put more pressure on the ball. Because sooner or later it will be too late to score 2 goals. And if they keep creating the same amount of chances in the second half, then it might be too late already. So push some numbers forward, more pressure on the ball, as if they are in the game to get a score out of this and get a result.
Yeah, I mean, Averett are trying to make playoffs. They're at ninth prior to kickoff. It's top 8 that goes into the playoffs. And this is a great chance to do a playoff push and especially make a statement within ODAC, you know, getting a positive result against a team at the level of Virginia Wesleyan. And you mentioned sending players further up the pitch, sending more bodies up front, because we've seen with these attempts that Averett have done with those longer passes, the problem hasn't necessarily been the pass, it's been the lack of runners. So what do you think? Do you think it's maybe a formation change, or is this more of a mental thing that has to do?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, just stretch the formation. They're kind of tight with the offensive line dropping very narrow and deep into their own half. They need to stretch those numbers forward. The wingers create the riff. Get Diego forward. I know she loves to have the ball at her feet, but let the midfielders have the ball a bit more and get her up forward where she's dangerous in the box, right? Because they need her to finish if they want to have a chance of getting a result today. And as you said, it's a chance to really show the conference what they're about, and that this year they want to push for the playoffs and only 1 point behind. And if they get that today, they'll be huge as they go into the last few games with easier, I should say, opponent and not as ranked as they were in the preseason poll.
I mean, nothing is easy in the ODAC, but it doesn't get any harder than Virginia Wesleyan. I mean, in the preseason poll, they were ranked 12th. So this is a team of high quality, and there's no doubt we've seen high-quality soccer from them. But there's no doubt that Averett, if they play to the best of their abilities, there's no doubt that they can get something out of this game. And earlier we mentioned courage. A courageous pass and a courageous performance is what Averett need. I mean, at this point, when you're 2-0 behind in half.
Yeah, it's all about just trying new things. We've seen a few times Averett tried a few more courageous passes, more optimistic passes, but that's where they need to go to, right? The attacking plan is not really working. Defensively, they look strong. Consider the 2-0 scoreline. They've done a great job containing and being strong in the battles, winning their headers, first and second balls, and so on. But yeah, it's in the final third where they might need to be a bit more creative, be a bit more loose, and really set up Diego as we know her.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're mentioning Diego, who has been in all of her years and all of her games, a very dangerous player, and that shows by this amazing record she's broken. But I think, especially this season, what's been so great about her is how she's been able to get her teammates with on play as well. And we've mentioned Isabel Sem, who's done a great job as a freshman coming from Shan in Norway, coming in and really making a mark and asserting herself within this team. But we haven't really seen enough of that. Not only them two as a duo, but Leah Brethren, who got the assist for the record-breaking goal last home game, which we were lucky enough to commentate. So how can these attacking players form more cohesion and form more team play with one another?
I mean, it's also about taking responsibility, right? You need to show how much you want to win this game, and against Virginia Wesleyan, it's all about hard work and attitude, and you need to show that you're in here to not only to extend the scoreline or limit the amount of goals conceded, but you're in here to get a point, you know, to even beat a team like Virginia Wesleyan and really set yourself as a competing team in the ODEC.
Certainly, as we are set to kick off the second half, Elena Alston is the player with the ball at her feet, and we're off. Alston sends it out to her central midfielder. It goes out to Jernigan on the right fullback position. Bird now switching from the has switched from the right hand side to the left hand side in the second half. Her pass on the inside is intercepted by Smith. It goes out to Johnson. Johnson was able to find Pedraza, but she gets the ball taken off her. But great interception by Haley Juhas. Juhas is able to find Pedraza. Pedraza with a first time touch into the feet of Smith. Smith with a beautiful pass over to Sem. Sem cuts inside from her right hand position. Sem is able to find Juhas. Juhas does a great job getting in between two players and progressing past the Virginia Wesleyan central midfield. Her pass into Evans is failed and is intercepted, and now Virginia Wesleyan have the ball once again in their own half.
It seems like there's been a type of formation shift, especially in the players. It seems like Sem has gone on the right side now, and Haley has been pushed forward into the 10 role, which honestly is a good idea because Haley has a big engine. She can make those runs in behind and with the ball at her feet as well. So looking at Pedraza taking her spot at the 6, and maybe Sem can get a bit closer to Diego in that way.
Certainly, as now Sem found herself at the inside, and she is able to find a teammate, and then if the ball found Johnson tried to pass on the inside, she's not able to, and now it finds the Virginia Wesleyan goalkeeper, who in the first half was Ali Greco, but now it's Ashley Lockhart. Virginia Wesleyan, despite the Averett press, are able to maintain possession, and it's on the left-hand side to Bird. The pass just about trickles the toes of Sem, and it goes past her, and Virginia Wesleyan are keeping possession. It's once again with Bird. Bird cuts inside as she sends it over to her fellow fullback, Camille Jernigan. Jernigan sends it to her center back, who sends it long. It's a great pass in behind. It's onside. Smith tries to track her down. She's able to, and she does a great job alongside Kronz in narrowing the angles, and the shot is saved. The 1v1 situation is no good, and it's still 2-0 here at the Frank R. Campbell Stadium.
Yeah, Smith did a good job just putting her shoulder, pushing her a little off the ball, putting her off balance, so she couldn't quite get the contact she wanted. And then Kronz, good save, fast off her feet, off the line, and that's what we see in the first half as well. They look to be a bit more aggressive in the first few minutes of the game, as we saw in the first half. They scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes, and luckily here they didn't score one more within the first 3 of the second.
Yeah, Virginia Wesleyan have been very interesting to watch in this game when it comes to their variation of play, when to go direct and when to maintain possession. Once they went 2-0 up, they were quick to simply maintain possession, a lot of it in their own half, understanding that if Averett don't have the ball, they can't score. So they've done a great job in doing so. But then, baiting the Averett press, just like they did now, and then going for those longer passes, as it's been a couple of times where they've been able to bypass not only the Averett frontline press, but all of it, and get past and in behind the defensive line of Averett. And now, like we just saw, the 1v1 situation, it's not the first time this game, so Averett need to be cautious for those type of situations. But they themselves now have done a great job in bypassing the press, as Johnson, Sem, and Pedraza formed a kind of a triangle on this right-hand side.
I mean, also is when, we have a scoreline as 2-0, so obviously Averett has to stay higher and trying to keep the line a bit further up the field to put some pressure on and win the ball back. So that obviously creates some space in behind, and Virginia Wesleyan seems to have noticed that and straight away capitalized on it.
Certainly, as Averett did a good job having short, intricate passes here on the right-hand side, but they weren't able to maintain possession. And now Virginia Wesleyan have the ball, but Diego's able to. Diego got a toe on the ball and had space to run into, but the referee believes it's a foul and therefore blows for a free kick deep into the Marlins half in their favor. It's taken quickly over from one center back to another. Kobilish is able to find a longer pass, and it's flicked on from left to right. Jernigan tries to cut inside from her fullback position. He's not able to, as Sanchez is able to intercept, and she finds Diego. Diego tries to find runners with him with her in behind her, but she decides to pass it back and helps Averett maintain possession. And the throw is taken quickly, and Diego has acres of space on the left-hand side. She cuts inside. She shoots, and the shot is blocked.
Great quick throw there from Evans. Completely caught the fullback and midfield off guard with Diego wide open on the left flank, but she did a good job going 1v1 against the defender, but just got blocked in the end. And good opportunity there, way to stay alert.
Yeah, certainly staying alert has been a point of difference in this game, as in just only 8 minutes into the first half, when Virginia Wesleyan scored their second of the game, that was Elena Alston who scored. We saw it was from that quick free kick. The free kick was taken quickly. It was passed into her path. She takes a couple touches, cuts inside, and finishes in the near post. It was a beautiful goal, but the problem was that Averett weren't alert. And now they have been alert, and been alert both offensively and defensively, as they tried once again to do that quick throw. This time it didn't go off, as Virginia Wesleyan were alert, and now it's Bird on the left-hand side. She gets the ball from her goalkeeper. She finds her midfielder on the inside. It's passed from left to right, as Virginia Wesleyan do a great job in maintaining possession. Lockhart tried to find Bird, but the pass is incomplete, and it goes for a throw-in in favor of the Cougars inside the Maryland's half. Johnson takes it down the line. She tries to find Sem. She's not able to, and is thrown in favor of Virginia Wesleyan. Throw is taken quickly, and Virginia Wesleyan are able to maintain possession. It goes from left to right. Sanchez is able to intercept the pass. Virginia Wesleyan win the second ball. It's a pass in behind as they try to find the goal scorer, Elena Alston, but Kronz is able to pick it up. She assesses her options and she passes it long. She tried to find Diego. She's not able to, and it goes into the feet of Kobilish. Kobilish finds her goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper switches the point of attack over to the other side. Kobilish once again has the ball. She passes it to her center back partner. The pass is long in behind the Averett defensive line. Grayson Yeager has the ball on the right-hand side. It's a first-time cross. Bird versus Johnson. Johnson's able to get a toe on it. And it goes out for a corner on the left-hand side for Virginia Wesleyan. It's taken short as Bird crosses in. She tries to find someone on the second post. She's not able to, and it goes out for a throw-in. It's a substitution for the Averett Cougars as Erika Lindström goes out, and in comes Elena Barrett. Kron's passes along and is able to find Juhaz. Juhaz is able to flick it over to Pedraza. Pedraza tries to find Sem down the line. She's not able to, and the ball is cleared and is out for a throw-in. The throw-in found Pedraza, but she's not able to maintain control of the ball. And Barrett was able to win the second ball. She's not able to control neither. Sanchez tries to find Sem. Her pass is intercepted. And now Virginia Wesleyan have a counter-attacking opportunity down the right-hand side. Averett are quick to get into their defensive positions as Virginia Wesleyan continue to try to press an attack down the right-hand side.
That's unfortunate. A few good opportunities there to keep hold on the ball, but just loses out. A few misplaced passes and few not so good touches, which caused them to turn over the ball straight away. And this is where they need to, set the tone. They had to win these balls, get the balls quick out their feet, away from the first press of Virginia Wesleyan, if they want a way to get back into this game.
The corner is taken. It's onto the second post, and it's headed by Alston, and it's over the bar. I think you had a great point in the fact that they have to quickly get the ball out of the feet and pass it to a teammate away from the Virginia Wesleyan press. As it's 34 minutes left of the second half. There's still a lot of soccer to be played, so I think it would be very beneficial for Averett to maintain possession. They seem like they're still in a rush to attack, but maintaining possession and enjoying it as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like
is important.
As you said, still 35 minutes left. Not in a rush quite yet, but the play has been in favor of the Marlins a lot this second half, and they haven't quite had the combinations as we saw a few glimpses of in the first half. Now with a free kick at the halfway mark, approximately, good opportunity to push numbers forward, get in the box. Anything can happen if you put in the right, and it's close to the goal. So a deflection, whatever it may take to get back into this game.
Certainly, as is Peters, who steps up to take it. She sends her teammates far into the box. She takes it, and it's a couple bounces in and around the box, and it's cleared. And Rayleigh Smith is able to get in front of her opponent, and it goes. She was able to pass it out to Johnson, but the referee blows for a foul. Smith takes it quickly and finds Johnson. Johnson finds De Diego down the line. De Diego crosses it. She tried to cross it, but it goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, we think it was a cross, but you never know with De Diego. But I think she tried to find her teammates on the far post. Good run there. She found herself in an open position with Johnson, having a lot of space, found her down the line, cut inside of her defender, and then unfortunately the cross wasn't on point.
Yeah, but that was a positive attack from Averett. That was good to see. And again, that was how quickly they got the ball from back to front. We saw that they've been trying to do that, but they've failed with execution, but now they executed that attack brilliantly. As Virginia Wesleyan enter the Averett box, it's a couple bounces inside the box, and it's not cleared. It's just shot, and it's a great save. It was a great shot, but an even better save. It was all the way over on the right-hand side, and it's shot, and the goalkeeper is able to flick it over the bar.
It seemed like they were waiting for a decision from the referee. He was in a dilemma whether calling the penalty or not, but he was very decisive, no penalty call, and then it fell on the feet of the Marlin player right outside the box, and then they have to be more alert, closing this shot off.
The corner is taken. It's in the box, but it's boxed out from Kronz. Averett still not able to clear it. It's crossed in. Johnson pokes it away, but it's still not fully cleared, and it's taken. It's a shot, but it's over the bar. Another goal kick for Telia Crons.
Yeah, there was a bit of chaos in the box there, and good it didn't result in anything too dangerous. And that's where they need to stay strong, right? They did in the first half. Right after those 2 goals, they were strong in the battles. And these set pieces, they have been looking to put numbers in the box, Virginia Wesleyan, and that's especially an unlucky goal to concede right on the set piece, where it's a 50-50 ball, and you want to get rid of those, right? And that's the goals you don't want to concede.
Yeah, there's been another goalkeeper substitution for the Marlins as Lockhart goes out and in comes Lea Mendoza. It's a throw-in on the right-hand side, deep inside the Averett half in favor of Virginia Wesleyan. It was taken quickly, and it's a attempted cross, which goes out for a goal kick. Goal kick is taken short and is finds Smith. Smith is able to find Johnson. Johnson gets it over to Sem. Sem tries to find Badrasa on the inside. She's not able to, as now it's Virginia Wesleyan's turn to attack. De Diego tries to apply pressure on Seitz, but Seitz is able to maintain possession and sends it back to her defensive line. Johnson finds Sem, who's able to chest it down. Sem in a battle versus Ortega. Johnson sends it long over to De Diego.
Nice
De Diego does a beautiful flick over her marker. De Diego enters the box. She gets it over on her right foot. She's marked tightly, and she hits her defender with the attempted pass, and it goes out for a corner.
You can tell the alert of De Diego straight away after she beats the one defender. There's 2 other ones straight on her back, and she gets closed down very fast. And the Cougars did a decent job with Juhas and Evans, I think it was, in the box, but she couldn't quite find them.
As Juhas takes the corner, it's sent into the box. Averett get a throw in deep into the Virginia Wesleyan half, and it's taken quickly from Juhas, and she finds De Diego. De Diego on the right hand side. She tries to get past her marker. She's not able to, and it's out for a throw in favor of Virginia Wesleyan deep into their own half.
She didn't look as delighted with that decision from the referee. It seemed like he thought it was just out of bounds.
The throw-in is taken as it's sent upwards as Virginia Wesleyan have possession in their own half. De Diego does a great job in applying pressure. There's some shirt tugs and a couple pushes, and it's a foul committed by De Diego. Again, on this right-hand side, Virginia Wesleyan haven't been able to get out of this right-hand side since they won that throw-in. But now they switch over as it's sent from goalkeeper to right center back, and the right center back advances, and it finds Seitz. Seitz in the middle finds Kobelish.
This has pretty much been the majority picture of this second half. Virginia Wesleyan patient in the back with the ball, not particularly looking to move the ball forward fast. Seems like they're quite delighted with the 2-0 lead, and the Cougars tried a few times putting on some pressure and having a few good spells here, especially in the right-hand side with Di Diego and Juhas. But apart from that, it's a very satisfying lead for the Marlins, and it seems like they have contained with that.
Yeah, they seem very comfortable, especially on the ball as they have the ball on the right-hand side. It's crossed in. It's a couple of bounces as they're able to maintain possession inside of the Averett box, and the shot is fierce, but it's blocked, and it goes way out of the box, and now it's inside of the Virginia Wesleyan half, and they're able to maintain possession. It goes over to the left-hand side. Smith and Pedraza are able to exchange the ball in between them, and it goes out over to Kronz, and Kronz clears it. It's on the right-hand side, and it's crossed. It's cut back. It's very dangerous, but Smith is able to get a heel onto it and clears it, but only partly, as once again Virginia Wesleyan are attacking. It's over on the right-hand side. It's crossed over to the second post. Johnson, a tight battle. And she's able to shrug her opponent off, and it goes out for a goal kick in favor of Averett.
Yeah, the right winger did an incredibly good job of keeping the ball in, sending in a very dangerous ball in as well, but she couldn't connect with her teammate, and it seems like fatigue is starting to settle in as well. It's a hot day. We're deep into October, so we're in Virginia, so everything can happen, but it's not really normal with this kind of temperature deep into October, so seems like that's affecting the players as well with another substitution just made by the Cougars.
Yeah, that's right. It is another substitution made for the Cougars as Lisanne Guillot comes in on the left-hand attacking side. Peters clears it, and De Diego is now in a battle against a Virginia Wesleyan defender, but she's able to come out of it on top as she's able to win the throw-in, and is taken quickly, and it finds her feet, but she's not able to maintain possession, and it goes out for another throw-in deeper into the Virginia Wesleyan half in favor of the Averett Cougars. Sanchez is the one to take. She throws it down the line to De Diego. De Diego chests it down. She finds Sanchez. Sanchez is able to find Barrett. Barrett finds Lindström. Lindström finishes. And it's handled comfortably by Lea Mendoza.
But good to see from Lindström, right? They haven't really have a shot on target this game or in the second half. So good to see she's trying from far out, and that's what they need, right? They can't really get closer to the goal as of now, and then it might take a shot off from far out, but good to see Lindström's not afraid to take off the chances.
Yeah, it was positive to see how they were able to maintain possession and then get into a shooting opportunity there all the way over on the left-hand side. Now it's Virginia Wesleyan's turn to attack on their left-hand side, and they did a great job in getting an attack going. And they try to get themselves into a crossing position on the left-hand side, but it goes out for a goal kick in favor of the Averett Cougars. With 22 minutes left of this half, Oliver, is there anything Averett should do differently to get something out of this game?
I mean, still 2-0. Virginia Wesleyan haven't had any real big chance. They had a shot where Kronz was forced to save in the top right corner. But apart from that, they need to put some pressure on the ball if they want to create a result. They haven't really been close to scoring one, and they need 2 goals, right? But I will say they've showed heart. They've really been grinding out this game, and to keep it at 2-0 against such a good opponent is impressive. It's itself. But if they want to push for that playoff, it might be a game where you could nick a result, as it's only 2-0 down. But it seems like they've been running a lot. They've been chasing the ball for almost the whole game. So obviously it's hard to just pull 2 goals out of the head. But maybe, as we saw Lindström before, some more shots from distance might be the answer to that.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I think the word impressive is certainly valid in this point, or in this game, as we are very impressed by the defensive performance the Averett Cougars have displayed, especially in the second half. Virginia Wesleyan struggling to create any clear-cut chances. But Averett themselves are also struggling to create clear-cut chances. But we might change that now as De Diego has possession. And she finds Juhas. And once again, it's another long shot from Averett right outside of the box. De Diego is able to find Juhas, and Juhas with the long shot that goes wide. But once again, a positive attack from Averett.
Yeah, once again, the strike from outside the box. And as we know, they've subbed their goalkeeper twice already. So it might be good for them to test her. And as she might have played as many games this season, and she might be cold just coming straight off the bench. So good to see Juhas as well as Lindström not afraid to take those shots from outside the box.
And it certainly aligns with a theme that we've mentioned this game, which is courageous. You know, when you're 2-0 behind, you need to be courageous to get something out of the game, and it's courageous to take long shots, so we're hoping to see more of that. As Smith takes the free kick, she tries to find a teammate inside of the box, but it's intercepted, and now Virginia Wesleyan have the chance to launch a counterattack. A beautiful pass in behind Johnson. Johnson does a great job in tracking back, and she calls for Kronz, and Kronz is able to clear it, but only partially as it goes over to the left-hand side. And once again, Virginia Wesleyan are able to maintain possession. Kobilish finds Engelbert. Engelbert passes along over to the right-hand side. She tried to find Jernigan, but the pass is just a little too long, and it goes out for a throw-in deep into the Averett half in favor of the Cougars. Sanchez takes as she finds Lindström. Lindström tries to pass it down the line, but she's not able to find a teammate. Virginia Wesleyan have the ball on their attacking right-hand side. The winger is able to get past Sanchez. It's a beautiful cross into the box. Sem tries to clear it. She's not able to. The shot is missed, and Sanchez is able to clear it all the way over.
But as we talked about going forwards and changing stuff up in the Marlins final third, it's also important they keep the defensive foundation going right, because if you concede one more 3-0 is, with only 18 minutes left, is close to impossible to get back from. But you know, it's on both sides, so staying strong now as well. It's also important to stay in this game.
Yeah, as Jasmine Gorney is the one that draws a foul, which was committed by Candace Johnson, as she plays a beautiful 1-2 with Sydney Queen. And now it's a dangerous free kick on the attacking left-hand side in favor of Virginia Wesleyan. It's taken a very dangerous. It was low and very dangerous. It went around the wall just about, and Kron struggled a little at first to get control over it, but she does a great job in getting first to the rebound. It's a substitution for the Cougars as Juhas goes in and Juhas goes out and Pedraza goes in. Whilst for Virginia Wesleyan, it's number 3, Molly Sheehan, who comes in. Sanchez takes the throw and she finds Pedraza. Pedraza gets it under control. She's able to turn away her marker and she finds Lindström. Lindström is able to find Barrett. Sem runs down the right-hand side, but she's not able to connect with the pass of Barrett, and it goes out for a throw-in inside of the Virginia Wesleyan half in favor of the Virginia Wesleyan team. The Marlins have possession in their own half as it goes from center back to center back over to right fullback. She does a great job in cutting inside, and then she finds Kobilish. Kobilish advances. Sem applies some pressure, and just enough as she forces a misplaced pass, but the Marlins are able to maintain possession and once again have it in their own half. Sights try to bypass the Averett press, but she's not able to, as Pedraza and De Diego play a 1-2. And Sem is inside the box. She does a great job in finding Lisanne Guillot. And Guillot with the first-time finish, but she's not able to make the most out of it. It remains 2-0 here to Virginia Wesleyan, but that was a great chance to reduce that lead in half.
Yeah, Sam finding herself in a more center role, coming from the right-hand side and moving towards the center of the field. Good pass finding Guillot, and good decision taking in one-time shot, maybe wrong footing the goalkeeper as she's stepping to the right side, going for the right-hand side corner, but a bit too close to her so she could easily grab it. But good spell of play from the Cougars, and that's what they need here in the last 15 minutes to really push for a consolation goal or an equalizer.
Yeah, because we talked about in halftime before the second half kicked off, we talked about how Averett need more runners without the ball further up the field, and we just saw that. And Lisanne Guillot was able to advance into a very dangerous position inside the box from her left wing position and just not able to finish the attack off, but that's more of what we need from the Averett Cougars. As Virginia Wesleyan tried to attack, and now it's Averett's turn to attack, and Lindstrom tries to be direct and find Diego in behind, but the goalkeeper does a great job in sweeping, and she clears it. A very dangerous clearance for Averett as the pass goes straight into the box.
Way to be strong there from Johnson. Just pushing her opponent off the ball.
Yeah, Johnson did a great job in pushing her opponent off the ball and then clear it for a throw-in. It's a throw-in in favor of the Marlins deep into the Averett half. The attempted cross is blocked, and Smith does a great job in shielding the ball and then clearing it. And it finds De Diego. De Diego has a lot of space in front of her, but she's marked tightly. She thought she had a runner on her right-hand side, but Sem and her was not on the same line of thought. And it's once again the Virginia Wesleyan who have possession inside of their own half. Guillot applies pressure, and she does a good job, but Virginia Wesleyan are still able to maintain possession. They're forced to go long, and it finds the feet of Kron straight away. Kron's with a first-time pass to Peters. Peters finds Sanchez. Sanchez finds Lindstrom.
Yeah, they've been way more direct last few minutes than the Virginia Wesleyan team, which could be showed off the big amount of substitutions they've made. It's a whole new team basically on the field right now. So a bit more direct, and maybe they're just trying to close out the game now.
Yeah, talking about direct, Kobelich tries to find her left winger in behind the Averett defensive line. She's not able to, as Smith does a great job in cutting off her running lane. She finds Krons. Krons is able to find Pedraza. Pedraza is marked tightly by two players, and Virginia Wesleyan come out with the ball. Sheehan has it, and she finds Kobelich. Kobelich is marked tightly by De Diego, but she's able to maintain possession, and she finds her center back partner. It's moved from left to right from Virginia Wesleyan, and they do a great job in constructing an attack on the right-hand side, but they're not able to maintain possession. As Sanchez tries to find Guillot, she's not able to, and it's a throw-in for Virginia Wesleyan inside of the Averett half. It's a substitution for Virginia Wesleyan as the central midfielder, number 27, Kaylin Seitz, goes out. And in her place comes number 12, Grayson Yeager. Pedraza has it all the way over on the left-hand side. She's able to turn her defender. She tries to find her teammate, but she's not able to. Peters is able to clear it, and it goes straight into the feet of Diego. Diego tries a first-time flick for the run in behind in the stride of Guillot, but she's not able to. Guillot applies intense pressure, but Virginia Wesleyan are able to maintain possession. All the way over to the Marlins goalkeeper. Virginia Wesleyan try to advance down their attacking right-hand flank, but they're not able to. It's a first-time clearance from Peters, but it goes straight into the feet of a Virginia Wesleyan defender. And it goes from Kobelich over to Sydney Queen, and Queen tries to be direct and find her striker up front. She's not able to. And now Averett have possession. Diego slide tackles and gets it to Sem. Sem tries to find Gio. And now Barrett. Barrett's over to Pedraza. Pedraza finds Diego. Diego controls it. She wants it to find Barrett. She's not able to. Queen. Queen finds Akinfora. Akinfora switches the point of attack, and now Virginia Wesleyan are attacking down the right-hand side, but Clarice Peters does a great job in stopping that and maintaining possession, and she tries to find Gio down the left-hand flank, but the pass didn't connect with her run, but it was great defensive play by Clarice Peters. It's a triple substitution for Averett as the substitution happened a little early, and they're forced to go back onto the bench. But Averett are preparing a triple substitution. Thrown is taken down the line. It's intercepted by Lindström. But Virginia Wesleyan are able to come out with the ball. They attack and they run at the Averett defense. Johnson does a great job in intercepting. She does a first-time clearance, but it finds a Virginia Wesleyan player. Virginia Wesleyan have the ball inside, and it's a long shot, and it's easily handled by Crons. Akinfora found herself in a lot of space on the inside, and she was able to turn and decided to go for a left-footed shot outside of the box. She did a great job in getting into that position and finishing, but the finish was poorly executed. It's out for a throw-in deep into the Averett half, and now it's time for that triple substitution as Juhas, Brethren, and Evans comes in and out with Sem, Gio, and Pedraza.
Maybe not the worst idea to get some fresh legs onto the field. The heat is really been a big factor today, and get some fresh legs here for the final 8 minutes. It's not a bad call from Coach Dodges.
Yeah, as the substitute Evans took the throw in, she was able to play a 1-2 with Diego, but it amounted to nothing, and now it's a throw in favor of Virginia Wesleyan inside of their own half. It's only 8 minutes left here at the Frank R. Campbell Stadium, but one goal would really change the complexion of this game and really ramp up the intensity for both teams. As Akinford tries to get in behind, she's tightly marked by Smith. She's able to push off Smith and finishes, but hits the back of Johnson, and Smith able to turn Akinford away, and she has a lot of space in front of her. She goes on the inside. She tries to find Barrett. She's able to do so. Barrett finds Brethren. Brethren tries to find Johnson, but it goes straight into the shot of Akinford. Akinford finishes, and it's a goal.
Yeah, and that really settles the game. You would think 3-0 with 7 minutes left. It's football, soccer. Anything can happen, but 3 goals in 7 minutes with how the game has went it's going to be tough for the Cougars.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough, as Averett did such a good job at maintaining and keeping the scoreline the way it is. And in the second half, Virginia Wesleyan have struggled to create clear-cut chances, but that is as clear-cut as it gets as Virginia Wesleyan force one of the Averett players to force a pass backwards, and the pass is misplaced, and it goes straight into the Strato Akinfora, and she's comfortably able to put it past Crons and into the net. Once again, Virginia Wesleyan have the ball in their own half, as they seem even more comfortable now than they did earlier in the game, with a 3-0 lead with very little time left on the clock. Sheehan has the ball. She tries to cut inside, but then goes on the outside. She's able to find her winger. Her winger goes at Johnson. She goes on the outside and is able to get past. It's a crossing opportunity. She tries to cross it, but it hits the feet of Johnson, and it's out for a corner.
It would be unfortunate for Cougars to concede one more now, as they've done a good job defensively and stayed strong throughout the game. And I really would think that more goals added to the scoreline wouldn't be the clear picture of how the game has went, and a clear image of the Cougars' performance today.
Certainly, as it's a Virginia Wesleyan corner on the left-hand side. It's taken with a right footer, so it will curl inwards. It's taken over to the second post. It's flicked over all the way to the other side. It's controlled, and it's out for another corner. Another in-swinging corner. This time a left footer will take it on the right-hand side. Virginia Wesleyan try to swarm the box around the goalkeeper. It's taken, and it's cleared by Sanchez. Evans applies pressure, and she's able to do so, and it's out for a throw-in in favor of the Cougars inside of their own half. It's taken quickly by Evans. It finds a feed at De Diego. De Diego tries to get past her marker, and she's able to do so. And it's a 1v1 situation. She's alone with the goalkeeper. She squares it, and she's able to find Brecher, and it's a goal. It's a goal with 5 minutes left. It's a goal. A great counterattack by the Averett Cougars.
Here,
yeah, we've seen crazier things happen as Averett have a throw in their own half, and Evans does a long throw down the line to De Diego. Yes. And De Diego is able to flick it past her opponent, get in front of her, and then she squares it beautifully for her teammate, Brecher.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it seemed like the defender wasn't expecting De Diego to continue her run, but she did brilliantly, and unselfish of her squaring the ball to a wide open Brechen who could just slot it into open net.
Certainly her selflessness has been one of her describing factors over her time here at Averett, as she's both a goal scorer and a playmaker, this time being the servant for Bretren's goal, as Brethren was the one to slide De Diego through for her record-breaking goal last home game.
I would say it's well-deserved goal. They've been looking more confident in the final third here in the second half, and a good way to make their mark on this game.
Certainly, as De Diego once again finds Brethren. Brethren finds herself in tons of space. She goes inside, then outside. She tries to finish, and her shot is blocked, but Averett are finding themselves with a bunch of space now, and they're making the most out of it.
Yeah, the Marlins can't get too complacent now, as only 4 minutes left, and conceding one more goal would really create havoc, and it would be foolish to let the Cougars into the game now.
Havoc is exactly what we're looking for here at the Averett Sports Network, as with 4 minutes left, it's 3-1 to Virginia Wesleyan. The long throw is attempted. It was flicked on, but it goes straight to the hands of Lea Mendoza. Mendoza finds her right center back. It's over to Engelbert. Engelbert finds Sydney Queen. It's back over to Engelbert. The pass goes all the way back to Mendoza. Mendoza sends it over to Engelbert. Her pass is intercepted by De Diego, but goes straight back into her feet. A great read by De Diego. If that would have been kind of a different bounce, that could have been very dangerous.
Yeah, a lot more compact now in the press, as it's difficult for the Marlins to build out now. They're still looking for options, but they can't really seem to get it out of the feet of the four-back line.
Queen tries to find a runner in behind. Smith does a great job in marking the runner tightly as she tries to pass it down the line.
Still some time left for a late push, but they really need to get the ball on their feet and get it forward towards the Marlins box.
It's a throw in favor of the Cougars inside their own half. Johnson takes it long, and De Diego tries to flick it into the stride of Brethren. She's not able to. And it's once again another throw in inside their own half. Once again in favor of the Cougars. It's taken quickly to Brethren. Brethren is able to maintain possession. She runs at the Virginia Wesleyan defense. She tries to get it over to Juhas. She's not able to. And it's another throw in as Virginia Wesleyan are really struggling to get outside of their own half.
Yeah, now putting everyone forward, we would seem as only 2 minutes left. Still 2 goals, but everything could happen at this point. Just now need to get the ball in the box and get some shots off.
The throw is taken long. Lindström tries to flick it, but she's not able to, and it goes out for another throw-in once again in favor of the Cougars. They're just edging closer and closer to the Virginia Wesleyan goal. And it's bounced and there's multiple bounces inside of the box. Diego tries to control it. She's not able to. There's some calls for a penalty, but it's not called, and it's another throw-in once again on the right-hand side for the Averett Cougars. Johnson gets it over to Lindström. Lindström gets it to Brethren, but now it's a throw-in in favor of Virginia Wesleyan.
Yeah, now with 1 minute left, it's looking tough, but they've been fighting until the end, and which is really respected for the Cougars team.
Yeah, as now Clarice Peters is in a foot race, and she does a great job. Not only does she draw the foul, but she does a great job in tracking back and getting and minimizing the danger of that 1v1 situation.
Yeah, exactly. She could just let up and let her through on goal. Losing 3-1 or 4-1 might not seem as a big deal, but it's about keeping dignity at this point as they've put in a good shift today, and it would be unfortunate to concede one more, as the Cougars can be happy and proud with their performance today against a very tough team.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, pride and dignity are 2 words we can use to describe this performance despite the loss.
Yeah, and it would put in reflection that if they didn't concede the last third goal with the personal error, that might have changed the picture and scenario of the game, but guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know. But thank you from Oliver and I to all of you viewers all over the world watching here at the Averett Sports Network. The game ends. Averett 1, Virginia Wesleyan 3. Have a good day, all.